Hey guys, Chris here, hanging out in the garage today. I'm working on miata. Figured I would go on ahead and just throw a live stream up and let you guys hang out and see what I'm doing. Gonna do a quick walkthrough with you real fast because I can do that with the mobile. The way I got this thing set up right now. So here's what I got happening right now. I've shown you guys pictures of this before. It's mostly just a stripped off shell. There's a few things here and there that have got to be taken care of. Now, I didn't get any video of this, but I did go on ahead and get all the surface rust off of the deck lid here, or the upper shelf, whatever you call that. And I was able to straighten up the body panels back here, get this all squared away. I had a little bit of surface rust on the lip there, and I had to hammer out the trunk, get that straightened up the way I wanted it. I have that first panel of sound deadening material removed. I have this one I still have to get rid of. And I'm also removing all of the seam sealer because the whole car is going to get seam welded. Every single seam I can get my fingers on is going to get a seam weld put to it to try and strengthen the chassis up as much as possible. So set that right there. We are live, obviously, so this ain't going to be a perfect stream. I'm not very good at this, but I figured I'd give it a shot. See if you guys were interested in watching what I was doing. So we're working right now with a scraper, and we're just scraping seam sealer. The point of this, if anybody's wondering, is because they just spot weld all the panels together. You know, every 3-4 inches, there's a spot weld to mount up to make all these panels fit together when they make the unibody on these cars. And while that's fine for a road going vehicle, it does allow for a lot of flex. It allows for a lot of movement. You can eventually start breaking some of those spot welds under heavy load, you know, under track use, that kind of thing. You end up with a chassis that starts wearing out prematurely and doesn't hold up and is not as stiff anymore. So if you are building a full-blown race car, or, you know, just building a car from scratch like I'm doing, car's already apart, might as well go on ahead and do all the seam welds. And you stitch weld them. You know, you do 3 inches, move on, 3 inches, move on. That way you don't warp the chassis as you're welding it. You will warp a chassis if you're not cautious about it. So we're not doing the actual welding today. I have a friend who's a good welder coming over, and he's going to take care of the actual welding. I might get to do some of it because he's going to teach me how, but the actual welding ain't happening today. I'm just doing all the prep work. Getting all the seam sealer out because you can't weld over the top of it. It won't let you. I'm going to show you guys a trick here in a little while. I'll get to that part of how to get the little bit of remnant that gets left in the crack as you're scraping it off. Because you can't quite get it all with a scraper. So if you guys have any questions, I do have the comment board up there. I can kind of read it from here. If I see anything come on, I'll stop and I'll read the questions. See what you guys are saying in the comments. I'll check it periodically while I'm doing this. Makes quite a mess, but it gets the job done. Now, the second part of this process that I have learned is a drill with a brush on the end of it. See if you can see that. Once I get all the bulk of it, this gets all the little remnants that get left behind. Seam sealer is not really tough, but there is a lot of it. And there really are a lot more seams than people realize whenever you start scraping this stuff off. There's so many little tiny sections of panel that they use to do these cars. Kind of amazing how they do this. But just makes more work for me. Okay, next one. Okay, so I've gotten all the seams over there pretty much cleaned up. I've got the seam over here, all the way around it there. I think gotta get these front seams here, up on the firewall. There's some stuff under the hood I have to scrape. And then that should be it. I might do the trunk as well. I haven't decided yet. I'm still debating if I want to try and pull this other thing of sound deadening out, because that first one, whew, God, that stuff's rough to get out. And I mean it. It took me a solid 5 hours to get that one patch of sound deadening out of my way. And before you guys chime in with the, oh, use the dry ice trick, it doesn't work on this stuff. This is that tar, like heavier tar base, and it's really stuck on there. The only thing to do is heat it up and scrape it off. I think I may just leave this panel here and paint over it. See where the seam is on this one. Get up underneath the crevice. Cut it. There we go. Okay. That seam. It's warm out today. I like it. big glob of it right here. Got to cut through it. When they get to these corner parts, they really just glob this stuff in there. I mean, look, I'm pulling big chunks of it. Weight reduction, bro. Whew. It's an awkward spot right there. Now, if anybody here doesn't know about Miata, one of the most important seams to weld. You don't have to go this crazy. I'm going like full-blown, out of my mind tedium, doing a really crazy seam weld. You don't have to go quite this nuts. A lot of guys, they will seam weld the door arches and put the rubber back over it and say that makes a huge difference. So you don't have to go quite this crazy and do the whole floor pan, especially if you've already got a built car. You know, this is just, I'm doing this because I want to. So before I get any haters going, oh, no, you don't have to do all that. I'm doing it because I want to. It may not even make that big of a difference, but I want to because I've never done it before. Okay. That seam right there is so thick, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it cleaned off or not. What fun building a project car is, guys. This is the stuff they don't show you on other YouTube channels. 9 hours of scraping seam sealer so you can seam weld your car. Where's my flat tip at? There it is. Big chunks. Okay. You know what? Here's a perfect opportunity to show you guys what I mean. Okay. See if I can reach this far. All right, so see that spot right there where there's those 3 spot welds? There's no other welds on that panel until you get all the way around the edge of that. So there's 3 welds here. There's no more welds till you get here and here. So there's all this space. It's not being held together by anything. So that's what the point of this is today. Get all the seam sealer out of the way so that I can strengthen the welds on this vehicle. Down a little more. There, that camera angle looks good. So I've sort of teased this project a little bit, and I want to go over, what the actual basis of this project is and what all the goals are. So I'm basically calling this like the ultimate gentleman's racer. I'm going after that no frills, lightweight roadster that's not overpowered. I'm not going to do a big engine swap in it. It's going to have the purest form of the 1.8 liter that you could get in it. Going to build that engine, obviously, but not so much to make big power. I just want the sportiest car I can make. I want to make the Miata to its purest form. So that's what I'm going after here. And that's what a lot of this is about. Hang tight, guys. I have an emergency text here from somebody. I have a friend texting me that has a car that won't start, so I got to talk to her real fast. I might have to cut this off, guys. I'm sorry. I have a friend who's in SOS mode, and her car won't start. Yep, I gotta shut this off. Sorry, guys, I gotta cut it short. I have a friend that needs a rescue, so that was quick.